I think what's very interesting about that site and that building is, first, it's a particularly wide site, which gives us more flexibility about what you can make. Here, we were able to actually configure the entire perimeter of the building. We were able to move parts of it farther back, parts of it farther out, take out sort of corners to create greater views. I've always been fascinated by buildings that have windows which are vertical rather than horizontal. This goes back to Proust and the idea that standing here, I'm looking out, I can imagine the terrain between where I am and where the street is. There's a kind of continuity spatially about that. When a window is horizontal, it tends to become a panorama. It's like a postcard hung on the wall, and the kind of continuity and intimate relationship between being here and being there is lost. So making the windows vertical on the facade, spacing them in such a way that you could have legitimate art in between them. There's also this bizarre 80s or 90s Chanel perfume advertisement where there were these French people standing in French doors, throwing open the windows, screaming, and it was a beautiful facade. At 560, we've been able to customize the floor in such a way that the center lines of the herringbones align with the center lines of the windows in the sitting room. The room, the floors, everything is lining up with everything else, and you could almost generate the plan of the room out of the floor, and vice versa. Like a landscape painting, you want your eye to flicker between the mullion, the view beyond it, the thing beyond that. It's that old foreground, midground distance, everything you learned in art history. And I think that, on the other hand, when you get to the penthouse, you have in the foreground your own garden, your own landscape, and your own outdoor space. And I think in that case, what you want to do is to allow your eye to immediately go to the outside. If anything, the neighborhood is something of a charm bracelet of architectural ambition. I guess my idea behind the building was to make it really simple, apparently effortless, something that would, when you look at it the second and third and fourth, and 3 months later, when still uncovering things about it that are beautiful.